Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast for Thursday, March 5th, 2020. All right, so very simple day in the astrology here today. We have the moon finishing practical Gemini. So still a good day for learning and gaining information and knowledge and maybe communicating, getting into some of that sharing energy with the moon here. Now, the very later part of the day, and especially for those of you in the West, in the later part, will likely feel the moon shifting into emotional Cancer. So it's going to be a great day, especially tomorrow, though, for creating an emotionally secure environment for ourselves, maybe spending time at home in our private life or with family that, again, can sort of help us create that safe environment to connect to the softer elements of life. So with this, no major aspects going exact today, but we have the moon opposite up to that stellium we have in Sagittarius, opposite up to Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto. And so in this case, good to find balance. While it's a great day for practicality with Gemini and learning, remembering to expand our horizons and see the big picture with Sagittarius. We're also in the Gibbous phase of the lunar cycle, starting to build some momentum from new beginnings from about a week and a half ago. All right, so let's take a look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here's the sky for this Thursday. And again, we are using the actual size of the constellations called True Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, definitely check out that link down below for more information because the signs are different. All right, so let's take a look here at the moon's placement, which represents the theme of the day here, finishing up the constellation of the twins, Gemini, making this still a great day as it was yesterday for anything that does involve essentially learning. So being informed, getting new information, great for knowledge, practical things of that nature as well. Sharing with others, connecting with others is also very Gemini-like. And just being flexible. You know, it's a really good time to be light on our toes, flexible and adaptive, especially when it does come to willingness to learn. Because we do, of course, still have Mercury Retrograde. And so Mercury Retrograde in Aquarius is about rethinking things right now. Still good to be mulling things over, redoing matters, and again, bringing in flexibility, because the more flexible we are, the more we can adapt to new information and things changing, which is making this a great time to do those types of things. And in Aquarius, it could be specifically about our future visions, or anything collective, or just simply, you know, things involving the future. And this is where the sun is finishing up here over these next few days. And so still good to be focused on the larger picture in this context of how we can induce some change, cultivate these future ideals or visions, all right, and get into some of this progressive energy with Aquarius. And this is forming a good now synergy between the air sign of Aquarius and the air sign of Gemini, meaning we're entering into the more supportive phase of the lunar cycle, the Gibbous phase, which is now starting to build some momentum as we do approach the full moon, which will be, I believe, very early next week, if not very, very late this week. So yeah, some support, some momentum, some wind in our sails, now moving forward here for this lunar month. And a good synergy between the practical, mental, learning energies of Gemini, the air sign of Gemini, and the air sign of Aquarius, which is progressive, innovative, forward thinking, right, future thinking, with, of course, all of the allowing for reflection and rethinking with Mercury retrograde. All right, so no major aspects going exact here today. We still do have a bit of this Mercury retrograde sextile Venus from yesterday. So there might be a bit of an opening when it comes to the relationship communications. Could be synergistic day for that stuff, or maybe just enjoying picking up that book or doing some writing. Again, some of those practical things. But in terms of the aspects, the moon will be opposing up to that stellium, Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn that we have in the opposite constellation of Gemini, which is Sagittarius. And so the axis here between Gemini and Sag is between what's practical and what's abstract, and what are our more kind of short-term things and then our long-term things. And so it's a really good day to find that balance. Anything we can do with that practical side, but at the same time expand our horizons. Great to be doing work towards our inspirations or potentials with Saturn and Sag. Great to be transforming our beliefs and our perspective with Pluto and Sag. And with Jupiter expanding that perception, you know, seeing what's possible and being aware of that our beliefs do make up a large part of our reality and what could be possible there. So great to expand those horizons with Sag, get into some of that adventurousness to help balance out the more practical mental energy of Gemini. Not to mention, we do of course have Mars here in Sag as well. And so when we're taking action, really good to be doing so in that adventurous way or inspiring way, or towards, again, anything that's more abstract and inspiring in life. And we do have Venus starting to finish up Pisces here this part of the week. She's going to be entering into Aries later this week. So good to still be receptive when it comes to relationships, unconditionality, acceptance, and simply enjoying the more receptive aspects of life right now. Can be great with that Venus finishing Pisces. But today, most important thing is this Gibbous phase, slowly building some momentum as we approach the full moon. Good for reconsideration, reflection around future matters, and synergizing a bit with that. Though, because the moon in practical Gemini can be great for learning, being informed, and if you are in the very far west, then the later part of the day, good to get in maybe some of that emotional energy, creating a protective environment for yourself and others. But for the bulk of the day, yeah, great for learning, sharing, exchanging, bring in some flexibility with the moon in Gemini. All right, so everyone have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the next daily forecast. Take care.